Hi everybody, Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. This past weekend I went to a comic show at the Place d'Orleans Mall in Ottawa, Ontario with my good friend Alan, and we did some good sales and you would not, some purchases I mean, and you would not believe the stuff that I got. I got this much stuff, but it's more important is what I actually bought than just showing the pile. We went to see. I wanted to tape around the little convention, the little show, but there were too many kids there. And as you guys all know, I don't tape children, so I avoided doing that for the whole part. But what I do have today are some really cool books that I purchased, and I would like you all to see. First up is a book that I was given to by my friend Alan. He gave it to me. It's pretty cool. It's a Superboy 92, which is the Lex Luthor and Destructo, the first appearance of Destructo, Lex Luthor's pet. But Nate thinks that the dog should be named Rex Luthor, and I tend to agree with him. I think that would have been a better name, and I wonder what those guys at DC were thinking when they named this dog, when they had the chance to have a really cool name like that. Come on, Rex Luthor, come on. Next up, I bought off somebody who I'd been buying from for years by the name of Guelph. He goes under the name of the Comic Detective, and he does have a website, and he does sell across, at least he used to sell in the United States, and I'm stuff. He has a website, he has a list of books. He's got some good stuff, and he usually gives me some nice deals. I've been dealing with Guelph for about 40 years or so. Like, it's been a long time. Like even right back when I was collecting the first time, I was buying off of him. So the first book that I bought is really cool because it's always awesome to find Silver Age Superman that I do not have. And this is Superman 160. I was also able to get Superman 173. Isn't that an awesome book? Just look at another Brainiac and Luthor team up. And there's Jimmy Olsen for whatever reason. Jimmy seems to get stuck in the middle of all this stuff. I got this book. It's Conan 33. Anytime I can get a Conan for under 50 for $5, I go for it. Usually means they're in mid-grade or less, but I don't care. Right now it's getting the run. I will upgrade books later. I'm not in the upgrade book stage of my life yet. I'm still too busy trying to get a comic. Gotta catch them all. Gotta get them all. Kind of, kind of like a polka dude, right? Next up, Fantastic Four 233 with this absolutely awesome cover of Johnny Storm. I really like it. Followed by Fantastic Four 242. It's amazing when you can have a book that has the Fantastic Four in it, fighting some dude, and Thor, Daredevil, Iron Man, and Spider-Man come to fight into the fight as well. It even says, guest star. You can't just say Thor, Spider-Man. The Mighty Thor, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Invincible Iron Man, and Daredevil. It's like the radio stations. Do you ever notice on radio stations, I mean, there's 2 or 3 hosts, it's always somebody with a big name and Mo at the end or whatever, somebody with a small name. Is that like a marketing thing? I don't know. But anyways, Fantastic Four 242. Now, here is the best ones of the Fantastic Four, at least from my point of view. It's more John Byrne goodness. I'm telling you, John Byrne goodness is good. This has a very interesting cover. Fantastic Four 275. Stan Lee is telling a joke about She-Hulk that says, hey guys, what's big and green and has a staple in her navel? And she doesn't seem to appreciate it very much, and I wouldn't either. Stan Lee is Stan Lee. But I'm looking forward to reading this just because it's from the She-Hulk era of the Fantastic Four. And, as I said, And Mr. Akins knows what he's talking about. It's John Byrne goodness. Next up, because I'm an idiot and I go for go-go checks, these books, by the way, I bought from a guy named Steve, who was having this big sale where everything in the books, everything in the boxes was half off the ticketed price. So every one of the books I'm going to show now, I got for half the actual price listed here. Alan and I spent a lot of time at this guy's booth. He had a lot of good stuff, as you can see, as you will see. This is Tales of the Unexpected 99. And of course, we all know why I bought it. No reason. Go, go, checks. Go, go, checks. Go, go, checks. Here's a really cool book that I got off this guy. This is 4-color 588. It is Richard. It's probably King Richard because I can't quite see that thing, but King Richard and the Crusaders. But it has a photo cover. But what is cool about this book, and it says so right on the title, right on there on the sticker, the interior art is by Matt Baker. So, of course, I'm going to get it. King Richard and the Crusaders. By the way, has anybody out there seen King Charles on the money? It's so weird to see. I'm so used to the Queen. Anyway, King Richard and the Crusaders. 4-color 588. That always sounds, when you say 4-color and then give a number, it doesn't always sound like calling car 4-color 588. Come on, where's anyway, sorry. Next one I bought was The Thing 28. I'm trying to finish this small little series of The Thing because The Thing is my favorite member of the Fantastic Four and probably my second favorite Marvel character overall after Damien Hellstrom. So Hellstrom, depending on the series you're reading, you may or may not see where he changes his name to Hellstorm coming up. This is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane 119. Superman's just sitting there while, Lucy Lane apparently fell out of a plane without a parachute. And look at how close to the ground she is, and Superman's still standing there hanging with Lois. Think he's a little hypnotized in love? Next up, I bought a Charlton book. This is Teenage Love number 61. And I don't know about the rest of you guys. Have you ever seen the movie Animal House? This guy here reminds me of the guy sitting on the stairs with the guitar singing, I gave my love a cherry. And, John Belushi's character comes along and smashes the guitar. He's even got the little annoying, what I call the 1960s pretentious little Van Dyke there. So, Teenage Love, 61. Why can't it? Anyway. This is probably one of my favorite series from the DC horror era. Now, I know probably a lot of people out there wouldn't be as into it as I am, but this is Ghost number 26. And Ghosts 28. Here is another one that I got, and this is the last one from that guy. This is Rust number 12, which, as it says on there, is the first appearance of the Terminator in comics. So I picked that up because it's really cool to get a first appearance of an awesome character like the Terminator. There was another guy, I didn't get his name. He was mostly selling toys, but he had a thing of Mad magazines. So I went through them, and I picked up 4 of them. And I was really cool because 1 TV show and 3 movies in them I'm big fans of, and these are the spoofs. This is Mad 193, September 1977, that has the Charlie's Angels spoof in it. This one here It's issue 295 from June 1990, and it makes fun of Back to the Future 2. This is 207 from June 79, and it was interesting because not only did I give my love a cherry in this video, but I bought the mad joke of Animal House. Toga, toga, toga. For those that don't remember. Steven Steppo, Collecto 6, he tells a bit of stories about Animal House because Animal House, of course, was filmed on one of the universities in Oregon near where Steven is. I think that's pretty cool. And the last one is issue 174 from April 1975. This is Death Wish that they make fun of. And Death Wish, Animal House, Back to the Future movies, all of them are great. They're all ones that I like. And the Charlie's Angels was a show that I watched quite a bit of when I was a kid. So, this brings me to the last thing. And this I got from my good friend, Nefarious Comics, Ryan, down on Bank Street in Ottawa. But he was at the con. Now, this is called Boy Comics number 66. Look at the shape this is in. But there's a reason why this is in great shape. Because imagine my surprise when I turned it over to find out that this is part of a pedigree from the Davis Crippen D-Copy collection. There's the Heritage Auctions certificate verifying that this is part of the pedigree for the Davis Crippen D-Copy collection. So I bought a pedigree book, raw, granted, but for 44 Canadian dollars this past weekend. It's amazing. I cannot believe I got this book. It says right here, the comic book accompanying this certificate is from the Davis Crippen Pedigree Collections sold by Heritage Auction Galleries beginning in 2006. The Davis Crippen Collection stands as the most extensive, high-grade, original owner collection ever presented at public auction and one of the largest ever assembled, consisting of more than 11,000 comics. The vast majority have never been read, and many stand as the best copy known to exist of a particular issue. So the fact that I own this, I'm not touching it. I'm not going to go in and touch it. And I'm seriously contemplating sending this to CGC. This is amazing. I cannot believe I got this book. This Boy Comics 66. I'll read it online. In this case, I will take the time to read it online just because I don't want to accidentally rip it and or drop it because my hands are not the greatest on the planet and or potentially damage this. This was the big one. I was very excited to get it. Please like, comment, and subscribe below if you've liked any of the books that you saw. If you have any of the books that you saw. If you didn't like them, please comment. I hated that. And for those looking, by the way, for those looking for more for books like that, Nefarious Comics still has a couple there. At least when I left the con the other day, Alan bought one, I bought one, but there were at least six or seven of them there at the time. So if you are interested in getting a copy, I know that Ryan will send to the United States, and he pretty much will send anywhere. So if you are interested in getting one of these books, give Nefarious Comics a shout. You can find Nefarious Comics on Instagram, and you can find him on Facebook. I don't think he has a main website, but his name is Ryan Jordan, and if you're interested in that, send it to him. I'll put his IG in the description of this video below. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. I couldn't believe what I got today. This was an amazing trip, and it wasn't that expensive compared to a lot of other trips that I've made. Thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.